I love Lewis Hamilton. I do. I think he's a nice dude, man. I mean, don't you just love all the memes he brings to the sport? Without Lewis, we wouldn't have the tire memes, the Toto memes, the Bono memes, the Sir memes, the Glock meme. Doesn't that make the sport a lot richer? I love him, man. For real. I love his consistency. Getting 9 podiums in his first 9 races. That's no coincidence. Beating his teammate that year. The teammate being 2-time world champion Alonso in his prime. That's no joke. I love how he doesn't critique others a lot. Wins him friends and respect. You ever noticed how none of his previous teammates speak badly of him? Even after rivalries, they speak highly of him. And then there's his bromance with Seb. Seb doesn't strike me as the guy who would be friends with a douchebag. So why would he be friends with Lewis?
He hypocrite! He big hypocrite! He say no carbonate, but fly plane anyway.
And so, it's his job.
He billionaires! He can quit! No more carbon!
But if he could get like 1% of his fan base to be less carbon emissive, then he'd have done much more than just...
Nobody listen hypocrite!
Please just leave, man. I'm doing this thing.
Screw the enzymes! Screw the enzymes!
Thanks, man. Sorry. But I do love all those minor cases of hypocrisy. I think it's all part of Lewis's political master plan. I mean, the whole, you're an environmentalist, you shouldn't be driving a petrol car or on a track stuff. That just generates so much debate and brings attention towards all the issues that Lewis is passionate about. And that's pretty much what he wants, isn't it? Smart move. I love that political savvy of his. And he knows when to speculate and what to speculate about to get like the attention and scrutiny away from him and his team. And I may not always agree with him. I often don't. But the fact that he uses his platform to speak on things that he's passionate about, I love that. Like, so many drivers stay anonymous, but he actually dares to speak his opinion. And that's refreshing. I love that. And he's pretty much able to strategize in everything he does. The whole, Bono, my tires are gone thing pretty much just translates to, hey, Red Bull, let Max stay out. I'm struggling. And it will eventually lead Lewis towards another victory. And speaking of victories, I love how he has victories at 29 different circuits. That just proves how good he is at adapting to any kind of terrain. And not many drivers are. And then I love the way he brands himself. Nobody's ever in doubt about what kind of image that he tries to portray of himself on social media. He's always going to be that environmentalist, vegan, Insta boy, fashion guy that we all know. And that's consistency. And about that consistency, I love that, man. It's incredible. He pushes so hard to look like he doesn't push at all. And that's steez. I mean, 48 races in a row. That's the record for the most consecutive points finishes. Belongs to Lewis. To have 0 DNFs, so many races in a row, that requires any driver to not push the engine too hard, to not have engine DNFs, to not push the tires too hard, to just drop down the cliff, to not push themselves too hard, to spin out and just crash. And call it luck, but it really isn't, is it? Historically, only drivers with a great team around them and a good, involved relationship with those teams have been close to that kind of consistency, and Lewis is a master at it. Last 7 years with not less than 340 points in the championship. 14 years in a row where every year he scored at least 1 pole and 1 win. A career average of 14 points a race, including DNFs. That's like a 3rd place every race, no matter what. There's so many records, I'm not even going to try listing 10% of them. And all that while not being a complete workaholic. Like, Lewis is passionate. He's been involved in music, like other sports, MotoGP, tennis, water skis, all that kind of adrenaline stuff, and especially fashion. I love that. Going to a fashion show on Thursday, hurrying to the track on Friday, dominating quali on Saturday, dominating the race on Sunday, finishing 10 seconds ahead of 2nd place. That's Singapore 2018 for you. And he stays calm, composed at least, for most of the time. And no matter how lucky you might think he is, he dominated his junior series. He's beat his teammate in 12 of the 14 seasons in which he's competed. And since 2013, he's been a big part of developing the insanely dominant car that he's driving today. I love Lewis Hamilton. Straight up. So here's a little Kanye for you.
What? That other hypocrite?
Bruh, let's just get on with it. Why do you hate him so much?
They provocative.
Yeah, and you're sensitive. Here's that Kanye y'all ordered. Thanks.
I miss the old Lulu, straight from the gold Lulu, the Steven Show Lulu, the going ball Lulu. I hate the new Lulu, the vegan do Lulu, the always blessed Lulu. Fans are the best Lulu. I miss the sweet Lulu, straight off the street Lulu. I gotta say, at that time I'd like to meet Lulu. See Ronnie, Vinny Lulu, there wasn't any Lulus, and now I look around and there's so many Lulus. I used to love Lulu. I even rep the good energy, thought I was Lulu. What if Lulu made a post about Lulu? Saying I miss the old Lulu. Man, that be so Lulu. That's all it was, Lulu. We still love Lulu. And I love Lulu like Lulu loves Lulu. Hey, man. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you press that subscribe button if you want more. And I want to say thank you to my Patreons for always having my back. Cheers. See you soon.